everyone, Scorp here. Starting a new one of these quick playthroughs of Duelist of the Roses Gemini 2. This time I want to use dragons. And specifically I want to use a Blue Eyes deck, since you can never really play a Blue Eyes deck in these mods, because you get Blue Eyes from Kaiba. And Kaiba is, text note, oh yeah, the 20th opponent. And there's 21 total opponents, so, So let's play some Blue Eyes. Blue Eyes is not my favorite thing to play, but it should be plenty strong to go through the game, so... overall this deck is basically just meant to be as cheap as possible, while also being able to play all of the cards I actually want to. Seiryu's effect's good on machines, or against fiends. I do not believe Taya has a single fiend in her deck. She might have one. So I'm not really anticipating utilizing that ability of Seiryu. That's just a double fusion for an Echo Gal for no good reason. I'll just move this out of the way. No reason to actually get rid of this, but we can. Yeah, that's an unfortunate hand, but it's okay. So as I was saying about our hero power, our leader powers, we have the ability to basically just play stuff cheaper and move quickly. Basically the same things the machines had. But just a little bit. Dragons tend to be beefier than machines by just a tiny bit. And Kaiser Dragon's effect's great, so... it has the same effect as Gate Deeg, as well as Mech Bass in this mod has that also. That's why you guys probably saw it in my machine playthrough, even though it didn't get played. It was in the most expensive deck, and that was so that I could actually, you know, play those expensive cards. I swear I'm gonna finish getting better from this cold at some point. It wasn't a bad cold. It stuck around forever. Okay. Well, that's Taya down. She's generally one of the most obnoxious opponents in this game, or in this mod, for trying to kill. So, her and Tristan, I started the player off with two just absolutely obnoxious opponents, honestly. Oh yeah, the Blue Eyes model just clips right into that city. They couldn't have just raised it up, you know, like 20 pixels. Nope, gotta take out all of the tall buildings with its legs. Oh my goodness. Well, we drew a really big stick. I am going to flip this Kaiser Dragon so that we get Summoning power. Okay, so Cockroach Knight's in this deck just so that I can, because its effect is so good. Curse of Dragon's in the deck to change the field to mountain for me. Which is absolutely incredible, so... but Cockroach Knight doesn't work against this guy, so we're going to go ahead and discard both of them. Unfortunately, we don't have the extra movement that we had on machines, which is so good. Bro, how do you not have something to fight this Curse of Dragon? Whatever. Oh, you did. You just didn't attack it. Okay. So, bonk. Negate attack. Awesome. Yes, I love Tristan so much sometimes. I am going to Heavy Storm next turn. It's probably going to do absolutely nothing, but I will do it now. It's going to get rid of my own peers, but that's fine. Oh, I don't actually have a good answer to Labyrinth Terrain. That is kind of concerning. Yes, yes, yes. Flip my card over. Goodbye. I think that's why I put... I might be switching my deck around a little bit. I might take out the Cockroach Knights for some Dharma Cannons or something at some point. Just for when we get to some of the more annoying opponents. May have forgotten about that. Because I don't want to deal with Labyrinth Ruler without a answer to Labyrinth Terrain. I do, however, I do not mind dealing with, like, my without one. Not really the big problem. The extra movement from our leader is fast enough. Whee! Dark Piercing Light's really good against Mai because her sunbirds are flip effects. Oh hey, this is perfect. This is what the Cockroach Knights are here for. Unfortunately, it's gonna work out perfectly, I guess? Mine. I have a feeling she's dead. Yeah, she's dead. This Call of the Haunted only got in the way. It's nice that all the light dragons take Horn of Light. But that was nice and quick. It's kind of what I expect to do to somebody like Mai, honestly. Next up is Mako. He's going to go down even faster, probably, as long as we draw a monster. Which, this deck does have a few too few monsters for my taste. But that's mainly because there are a total of 4 light dragons in this entire game, and one of those is Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. Which, in terms of deck cost, 3 of them is 240. Which, when you're shooting for 1,000 deck cost for a deck, I don't like putting 3 cards in that total to a quarter of my deck cost. Oh, well, we won. Even if that's a trap, it doesn't really matter. But it's a Fortress Whale. Now, there is definitely an argument to hold a Megamorph in your hand here. So that you can hit him in the face with whatever you play next. Definitely an argument for that. But we're going to just hit him in the face with a Seiryu. He's going to attack my Seiryu with his face-down creature, and then he's going to die to my Kaiser Dragon attacking over his creature. Or he's going to run over his own card. And he's probably going to lose the game to this Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. Now, there is a chance that that's a trap next to him, but he's dead. Okay. Not too bad. But this is kind of how I expect dragons to play, honestly. When people are like, yeah, but this game's really slow, I'm like, I don't think you understand. The reason the labyrinth terrain is put in these mods is so that this doesn't happen. Like, people get mad that I put so much labyrinth terrain in, and I'm like, guys, the labyrinth terrain isn't there to really do anything but give the AI a fighting chance. And a fighting chance is pretty much a stretch. So he doesn't play burn, so I can just do this. I don't really... is that a Gaia? No, that's a 1,000 dragon. What is this man doing? Oh, whoops. Could have been better. Okay, bud. I don't know what your plan is. I don't think I'm actually going to take the 200 damage from that Jowls. I'm right. I'm taking lethal with Curse of Dragon. Pretty much picture-perfect card draw there. My opponent's still dead on, like, turn 4. Huge wall of Labyrinth. Still dead on turn 4. Yeah, this is the first spot you'd actually be starting to get dragons if you wanted, or like dragon stuff. So yeah, kind of unfortunate how long it takes to really get dragons. Although, I mean, this is still kind of early for dragons, but you can get a pretty solid dragon deck off of Joey. I've showed that at least once. Okay, shoddy. Yeah. Rocks are not too annoying, but they're not nice. We don't really care about the fact that they ignore, spell cards. I could easily see that right there being, a shadow spell. I figured. Okay. And my opponent is running away. Civilly. Okay. Gonna do this. Because I think I have lethal next turn. I do have lethal next turn. Just make sure there's no funny business with a trap or something silly. Bonk. Opponent down. It was like turn 4. It's nice to just have a pocket 4500 beat stick in your deck. Okay. Next opponent is Grant. Now, Gramps is a little annoying, I'll be honest, but you do what you gotta do against him. Well, we can definitely use Call of the Haunted to our advantage. Since the field is mostly dark. It's awkward. Super awkward, honestly. I honestly just want to drop this and pass my turn. There's no chance that he actually attacks it, but... It's a big beat stick. And it's in his area, so... Oh. Okay. I mean, the problem is I know he has trap. Plural traps. Oh. I'm just gonna drop something right here just so that he can't get out that way. Okay. That's a monster. And I can attack into it. Oh, wow. It's a tiny monster. Well, I attacked into it last turn, so... Goodbye. I mean, the crush terrain's annoying, but it doesn't really matter when you're dead. Okay, that was easy. So we're on the exact same pace that we were for the machine playthrough. After 7 opponents. Pretty good. I am actually going to go after an 8th opponent today. So go ahead and do one more. I'm thinking 8-7-6 for the videos. That should make it the easiest to get the length that I want from the videos. So I'm gonna be honest, if we draw well with this deck, we are going to absolutely crush Bakura, although we do have to deal with the fact that he is plant. And plants make dragons have a very bad time, so this might be a bit of a pain. But we did draw the Call of the Haunted, so that's step 1. Cursebreaker's honestly pretty good in this matchup. But he drew terribly, so we are Gucci. Okay, we do not need triple Call of the Haunted, we need 1. And we drew poorly. I like my favorite. Okay, buddy. Yeah, he didn't even draw well enough to get over a baby dragon in defense. And we drew the card we needed. So we'll do one of these. And I want both of these to be zombies. Oh, well. There goes my zombie plan. Okay, I need something for him to, like, fail to attack into. So that'll be what I play out next turn. His deck is mostly dark, so... yeah, sure. Oh, wait. I need to use the light in my hand, not the wind. Oh, it's fine. It's a tentacle plant. Probably, like, the one thing that's not dark in his deck. Or earth. Very lucky for me. Unfortunately, he's just dead. So, not too bad for... I mean, he did a horrific draw. Our draw was not amazing, but we got there. Okay, so that is the third set of opponents down. Next up is two stronger opponents. So I will be back tomorrow for, hopefully, a bunch of the next side. So thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like and a comment, and have a nice day.